Okay, a couple more things. So let's talk about parallel lines. This line, if we look at the equation here, has a slope of negative, going downward, 2/3. Now, a line that is parallel to this one would look about like that. And we can see that the slope, we can see that the slope of a parallel line is exactly the same. That makes sense. Okay, and now let's talk. So if this line here, which according to the equation also has a slope of negative 2/3, then a perpendicular line, perpendicular means 90 degrees, so we're looking at something about like that. And of course, if it's 90 degrees, it would be marked with this 90-degree corner. Perpendicular lines, you can see if one is negative, the perpendicular would be positive, right? So we know the slope will be the opposite sign. Okay, the original was negative 2/3. It's going to be the opposite sign, and it's going to be the reciprocal. Okay, so you reciprocate, you flip the fraction, and you switch the sign. Perpendicular lines are, the slopes of them are negative reciprocals, is what we say. Makes sense. Okay, now when we're graphing this, so all of Unit 6 deals with graphing inequalities. These are the steps to graphing. Number 1, we are going to make sure it's in slope-intercept form. Number 2, you're going to, once it's in slope-intercept form, find the m and the b, the y-intercept. Number 3, you're going to plot the y-intercept, the place where that line crosses the y-axis, and then from that spot on the y-axis, you're going to count the rise and the run. Let's practice it. Okay, we'll do this first one together. So we can see in this first line, I'm going to number them. The m, the slope of this line, is rise of 2, run of 3, and the b, the y-intercept, the place where it crosses the y-axis, is 6. Of course, this equation is already in slope-intercept form. Remember, that is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so green, b equals 6, the y-intercept is 6, that's right here. And from 6, then, we are going to count 2 up and 3 to the right, positive 3. Okay, and there's our new point. And then, of course, you would join up this point with a straight line. Use a ruler, please. And you make that line as long as you possibly can across your whole page. This is going to be helpful when we start graphing inequalities. Another fact is this line doesn't stop. It goes on forever in both directions. Okay, and that's the green line graphed. I'd like you to try the next couple examples on graph paper preferably, and then press pause now, and then press play, and the answers will be revealed, and you can check your answers. Okay, this is something you want to get very good at, please, so you're set to have success in Unit 6. All right, here you go. And I'll just slowly scroll down so you can see the bottom one. Now the bottom one is really the only one you had to do some work on that equation to put it into y-intercept form before you could find the m and the b. Okay? The point is here you need to know how to, number 1, put it into slope-intercept form, and number 2, in order to follow these steps, find the m and the b, plot them, join them up. You need to be able to graph these linear functions, linear inequations, before you begin Unit 6. All right, good luck with Unit 6.